work on Monday. If I was president. If I was
Welcome to the Young Turks and Brave New Films coverage of the New Hampshire primary. Cenk Uygur, Ben Mankiewicz with you, political correspondent extraordinaire. Michael Schur also joining us today. Later on.
Today, New Hampshire, tonight?
I believe it is. That's why you're in the studio, Ben.
Oh, all right. Good news.
It's the election there today.
That's what I hear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're selecting the president.
And a little bit later, Wes Clark Jr. will also join us. And we got a list of guests that are going to knock your socks off. We got Jane Hampshire from Fire Dog Lake. We got people from Huffington Post, Daily Coast to cover the blogosphere. Lane Hudson as well. And furthermore...
Lane Hudson from News from the Left?
That's exactly right, really? Michael. Nice call. They don't call him political correspondent for nothing.
Wow.
And also, LA Times, Newsweek, Andy Stern, everybody's here. Brave New Films, Robert Greenwald will join us in just a little bit. But let's get to it. The news out of New Hampshire is lines around the corner. Record turnout.
What was that? Oh, I hit the wrong thing.
Of course you did. We're off to a rocking start.
What do we want to hit there?
You switched the thing on me.
No. It's this one.
You did switch the thing. That's the problem.
What were you shooting for, though?
It doesn't matter. The moment is lost.
All right. So, lines around the corner. And I got to tell you, we're 2 minutes into the broadcast, and this thing's over.
I was going for the gavel.
Yeah. There you go.
There we go. First of all, you mentioned the long lines around the corner. That's part of the reason why it's over.
Yeah.
150, first of all, they think about 150,000 independents voting in one area of the county, of the state. It seems like a county, but it's actually a whole state.
Yeah.
But in one area, and they were breaking 90,000 to 60,000, so 60% of them choosing to vote for Democrats. And those long lines, 4 different areas of the state where they were running out of ballots, only on the Democratic side, maybe going over 500,000 voters for the state, which would be a record.
And remember, independents don't have to vote.
Right,
they can vote for whichever party
that's
they
what I mean. So they're breaking 60% are choosing to vote for the Democrats at least, and that was in some of that was in Republican areas even. So,
which the entire state of New Hampshire used to be.
That's right, but now with over 500,000 turnout, over 500,000, which would be a record, all those signs point to what was already a sign that Barack Obama was going to win. I think tonight you could see, certainly a double-digit win. You might well see a 15-point win.
Well, here's the situation at hand now. Well, as Ben pointed out, it looks like they're going to have record turnout of about 500,000 people, which is over 100,000 more than they've ever gotten, already running out of ballots. There's no way that that's a good sign for Senator Clinton.
No.
That is definitely a good sign for Senator Obama. Already he had leads in the New Hampshire polls in the 10-point range, anywhere from 9 points to 13 points.
And this is all in the last days. I mean, one of the things that's really interesting, this is the smallest window that they've ever had between Iowa and New Hampshire, only a 5-day window. Nobody really knew whether that was going to help or hurt the person who won in Iowa. But in these 5 days, since winning Iowa, Obama's numbers have gone up every day in every poll.
Yeah, I don't know how it would do anything other than help whoever won Iowa. I mean, I think it minimizes the choice that New Hampshireites made. I mean, and obviously it didn't help Hillary Clinton.
These are tremendously surprising results. Barack Obama was supposed to win easily, and then it looked like all of a sudden the primaries might be over before they even started. Obama wins on Iowa. Hillary Clinton he wins in New Hampshire, we thought. He's going to win in South Carolina. It was going to be over, and now it is definitively not over. Here comes Hillary Clinton with a 2-point lead with 56% reporting.
We pounded the frickin' gavel in the first 2 minutes of the show. We're like, oh, why are we even here? We heard there was huge turnout. We know Obama was up as many as 15 in tracking polls, anywhere from 9 to 15 in every single poll. We were like, it's done. It's done. The question is, does he win by 8? And with a huge turnout, I thought he might win by 15 points.
There has never been anything false about hope.
That's the one.
For when we have faced down impossible odds, when we've been told we're not ready, or that we shouldn't try, or that we can't, generations of Americans have responded with a simple creed that sums up the spirit of a people. Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
Genius. Just turn the whole thing around.
Yes,
I'm
we
serious.
can.
You can't turn the whole thing around when nobody watches.
No, people watch this. No, that was genius move. He's an awesome politician.
He's an awesome speaker, for sure.
It was a creed written into the founding documents that declared the destiny
Yes, we
of a
can.
nation.
It was in the founding documents.
Yes,
I don't
we
remember
can.
that.
It was right under
It was
Just Do It.
whispered by slaves and abolitionists as they blazed a trail towards freedom through the darkest of nights. Yes, we can. It was sung by immigrants as they struck out from distant shores and pioneers who pushed westward against an unforgiving wilderness. Yes, we can.
Oh, it's over. He's going to
It
win.
was the call of workers who organized,
You would
women who
you will
reached for the ballot,
always,
a president
always,
who chose
until
the
the day
moon
you
as
die,
our new
fall for
frontier,
this.
and a
Look,
king
I love it,
who
too.
Really do fall for it.
You fall for it.
and pointed the way
He
to
loved
the promised
Bush's
land.
inaugural.
Yes, we can to justice and equality.
I don't fall for it. America falls for it. And yes, by the way,
And
I
you,
fall for it.
you do too.
Yes.
I hope they fall for it. It's a great speech. It's wonderful. It's inspirational.
Hillary can't do this. She's going to speak next. It's not going to be anywhere near as good. He just grabbed
Yes, we
victory
can
from the jaws of
to
defeat.
opportunity and prosperity. Yes, we can heal this nation. Yes, we can repair this world. Yes, we can. And so tomorrow, as we take the campaign south and west, as we learn that the struggles of the textile workers in Spartanburg are not so different than the plight of the dishwasher in Las Vegas, that the hopes of the little girl who goes to the crumbling school in Dillon are the same as the dreams of the boy who learns on the streets of L.A. We will remember that there is something happening in America, that we are not as divided as our politics suggest, that we are one people, we are one nation, and together we will begin the next great chapter in the American story with 3 words that will ring from coast to coast, from sea to shining sea. Yes, we can. Thank you, New Hampshire. Thank you.
It was brilliant. Brilliant. Better than his Iowa victory speech.
Oh, it was that was an awesome speech.
All right, Hillary Clinton's going to come up next and profoundly disappoint.
This campaign will transform America because we will take on the challenges. We will seize the opportunities. Every single day, I am not going out there on my own. I'm going out there accompanied by millions and millions of people who believe, as I do, that this country is worth fighting for. Thank you, and God bless you.
We're going to vote on February 5th, and for probably the first time in my life, first time in my life, I'm going to vote in a primary that matters.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
First time.
Isn't that crazy? I mean,
It's awesome.
It's terrific, and we have a messed up system where 98% of the country never gets to vote in the primaries that matter the most.
Yeah. Well, at least this year it will. I mean, I think that he won't get the same. Like I said, I think it's going to matter a lot because I don't think he's going to get the same. She's not going to get the same bounce because there's not going to be the part that gave him an extra bounce was the part of her. It wasn't just his success. It was her failure, her reeling. I don't think we're going to get out of this Obama's failure. We're going to get, man, don't count out Hillary Clinton. She may be the front runner. She's still tough. She fought back.
I don't think that'll be the story. I think the story will be Hillary was projected to win it by 20 points a week ago. Now she only won it by 4,000 or 5,000 votes.
I don't think the press hates her that much.
Trust me, dude. The
I
press
think. Look,
hates her.
but either way, there's not going to be anything negative from Obama. So I mean, I think what we have now is a race, and since she was the favorite before, I sort of would still handicap.
Obama gets no negative press off this at all.
Finally, the numbers on the Democratic side: Clinton at 39%, Obama at 37%. She wins by 2 at this point. Edwards at 17%. So I'm going to say a bad showing for Edwards.
It didn't matter. I mean,
Richardson at 5%, Kucinich at 1%, and then everybody else, of course.
Question for Edwards is he prepared to run a campaign where he doesn't really raise any money? Is he prepared to run a campaign where he participates in the debates now? He shows up for all the debates. He campaigns as much as he can, but probably not with a limited staff and not jet setting all over the place.
I think he's going to do well in South Carolina.
I think he'll do okay in South Carolina. He might do okay in Florida. I mean, for crying out loud, he was on the national ticket. And
Here's the deal: he's going to go to South Carolina. If he doesn't impress, doesn't have to win, but he has to impress. If he doesn't impress in South Carolina, he's done.
He'll probably come in second.
But it occurs to me, I'm sorry, I'm not even sure the Democrats are really campaigning much in Florida. By the same way that Michigan has been abandoned, and I apologize for not knowing that outright. But I mean,
I think you're right.
They moved it up, and there was that enormous debate. So I don't know that Florida's going to be all that.
Florida's relevant for the Republicans.
Much more relevant for the Republicans, not so relevant for the Democrats.
So if he doesn't impress in South Carolina, Edwards might be out, and then he brokers a deal with Obama. I mean, maybe vice president, maybe, some cabinet post, whatever it is. And good luck, go get her.
I like Lieberman for vice president.
Could you imagine? Oh my God!
Because he could deliver Florida.
Oh, please. So let's see how it develops. Thank you all of you for watching. We really appreciate it, and it's going to be a great race. Tune in tomorrow morning to the Young Turks right here on theyoungturks.com, and we'll have more analysis and tell you everything that's happened since then. We'll see you next time, Young Turks.
Revenge.